Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Burst Talk. I know it's been like a while since the last episode, but here we are now. Take a look at the itinerary for a few seconds, then we'll get right into the video. I'm going to put time codes in the video, whatever topic that you really want to see. Just click it and, hey, do what you will with it. But let's get into the video. First up, we're going to talk about the He-Man animated reboot for Netflix. It is produced by Kevin Smith, and part 1 will release on July 2021. It kind of reminds me of the old He-Man cartoon on Toonami. That was a pretty good show, but I guess it got canceled or ended. I don't think it had a real ending, but I really like the show, especially the ending part. I'll probably play the clip once I edit the video. Next up, Snake Eyes movie. Why do we need a Snake Eyes movie? Why do we need to see a prequel to a maybe one of the interesting characters in G.I. Joe? Period. Because the last two G.I. Joe movies failed. Like, you killed off, I think like in the second one, you killed off the main two characters from the first movie. No. The second main character, Marlon Wayans' character, was never mentioned again. Didn't appear at all. And then you had Channing Tatum's character. He was only in it for a brief moment. It was replaced by The Rock. So why do we even need a prequel to G.I. Joe if we're not going to get a G.I. Joe universe or whatever? I remember there was one time they wanted to cross over G.I. Joe and Transformers. How in the hell was that shit going to work? That's just like, I don't know, like having a crossover with Jurassic Park and Fast and Furious. Please don't make that shit. I'm serious. Please don't make it. That's all I got to say about that for now. The Boys, Season 3. This week we had got our first look at Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy. I haven't read the comics of The Boys, but I see it's like they're like the superheroes on there are like dark parodies of various superheroes from Marvel and DC. So I see the part where Jensen Ackles is Soldier Boy instead of just, he's kind of like a dark parody Captain America, has a shield and everything, and he even has a team from back in the day. It's called what the name was like on the top of my doggone was in my notes here, but I cannot find it for the life of me. I thought I wrote it down, but I'm gonna put it in there. Like once I edit it, you'll probably see the text at the bottom. But if I forget or I get the name wrong, just let me know in the comments. And then also production photos teases a 4-year time skip. As you can see here in the photos, you can see a presidential election of 2024. So I wonder what's going to happen in the 4-year time. I wonder what's going to happen in those 4 years, or, as far as like how long did Homelander could restrain himself because of like how he's been blackmailed since the end of the second season. I bet he really wants to just cut loose and just kill everybody, but he has to keep up that superhero facade that he really likes instead of just, showing people who he really is, a racist by association and a rapist. But I digress. Dragon Ball Super has announced that it will come out with a new movie in 2022. It will not be a direct sequel to Dragon Ball Super Broly. I have a statement from the creator of Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama, and it reads, "Just like the previous movie, I'm heavily leading the story and dialogue production for another amazing film. I really shouldn't talk too much about the plot yet, but be prepared for extreme and entertaining bouts, which may feature an unexpected character. We'll be charting through some unexplored territory in the terms of visual aesthetics to give the audience an amazing ride. So I hope everyone will look forward to the new movie." Majority of Dragon Ball fandom has read between the lines of this statement, Most people believe that it will be Cooler, Frieza's brother. For those who don't know, whoever finds this video and does not know about Cooler, Frieza's brother, let me give you a little history. Cooler is Frieza's older brother, but he is not canon to the Dragon Ball series. Let me explain. Cooler's Revenge was the title of the Dragon Ball movie back in the early 2000s, once it was dubbed. And it was basically Cooler coming to Earth, exacting his revenge on Goku. And there was another movie after that, Cooler's Revenge, not Cooler's Revenge, The Return of Cooler, which he became Metal Cooler by using artificial intelligence, the Big Getty Star, to make clone copies of himself to stop and kill Goku. But I guess it didn't work since Goku was still alive by the end of the movie. But since Broly from Dragon Ball Super Broly, the movie, is now canon to the Dragon Ball saga, now we can get Cooler. But Cooler's been on everybody's mind so far. There's been speculation that Cell from the Cell games, the Cell saga, they may think that he may be coming back. Another one could be Janemba from Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn movie, where you saw Gogeta for the first time. It's just a lot of speculation from the fans, but Cooler is on everybody's minds as of right now. And one more thing from about the movie, it's speculated that Piccolo could get a new form to match Super Saiyan Blue. Maybe, but we all think that it's time for him to shine again, just to be other than just being a background character, because he was a background character in Dragon Ball Super Broly. Really, what could a Piccolo could have done in Dragon Ball Super Broly? Hell, Goku and Vegeta could barely hold him alone. They had to get Gogeta Blue to stop him. And Gogeta Blue would have killed them if it wasn't for, I forgot the girl's name, wishing him away back to his planet. But I digress. On the video game side of things, the main reason why, me personally, that I will get a PlayStation 5 is for the next God of War game, God of War Ragnarok. But it got pushed back until 2022. So I get to save my coins for a little while. That, and they never have any for sale online. By the time they have them up online and I click to buy it, it's already sold out. But I'm not finna get into that right now. Guardians of the Galaxy is going to have them their own video game. It's going to be completely unrelated to the MCU, but pretty much like the aesthetics, like how they dress and how they act will be the same. And I'm pretty excited to see that. The game will come out later on this year. Jupiter's Legacy canceled. That's not a big surprise because I don't know, it wasn't very good. Like I had to start over the episodes a lot of times because I was like really falling asleep on certain ones. But a spinoff is in development. I can care less. Like, the main reason why it was canceled because budget reasons, and it was like 12 million an episode. 12 million an episode for 8 episodes. So I guess that would be the good reason why they will cancel it, because they didn't, get the numbers that they achieved and whatnot. But they'll still have a shared universe. They're gonna have a show called Super Crooks. I probably won't watch that until like people put good hype on it. But not holding my breath. Another thing, another show that I want to talk about that's coming in the fall later on is the Powerpuff Girls live action reboot. For those you don't know, the Powerpuff Girls is getting a live action show on the CW. Yes, they are. I have gotten one source of IMDb with the cast and synopsis, and I will go there in order. So the synopsis reads: 3 disillusioned women in their 20s with superpowers who used to fight crime together and now resent having lost their childhood, to that they are faced with the choice of reuniting now that the world needs them now more than ever. So I guess in this take that they've grown up. I don't know how that happened, but let's get to the cast. First up, Chloe Bennett. You may know her from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that concluded last year. She'll be playing Blossom Utonium, the leader of the Powerpuff Girls. Dove Cameron, Bubbles Utonium. Donald Faison from You may know him best as Turk from Scrubs. He'll be playing Professor Drake Utonium. Then you have Tom Kennedy, the voice of SpongeBob, will be the narrator. I guess he'll be returning as the narrator from the previous show, well, the animated show. Then we got Robin Lively as Sarah Bellum. And then we have Yana Perlot as Buttercup Utonium, you know, the green Powerpuff Girl. And then we have Nicholas Pondani as Joseph Jojo Mondale Jr. Basically, he is the son of their arch nemesis, the primate villain, Mojo Jojo. Let that sink in. It does. I mean, I'm going to check it out, you know, to see where it goes. But everybody is already condemning this show, just like they condemned the Power Rangers reboot movie of 2017. And I like that movie. I don't care what anybody fucking says. I have the leaked script, and people said it was bad, so bad that they had to rework the pilot. But I'm only going to read part of it because there's 60 pages here. So I will put the script in the description below in case you want to read it yourself. But I'm going to read one part. Interior, Professor Utonium's house. Then, day. The girls and Drake watch a live news broadcast. Mojo stands at the podium at a televised rally. The cryon underneath reads, Concerned Scientist holds anti-Powerpuff rally. Mojo on TV. I worked with the professor for years. Believe me when I tell you, he's power hungry and duplicitous. He stole Chemical X from me. I know the Powerpuff Girls are protecting us from monsters, but who will protect us from the Powerpuff Girls? Blossom. But we never. Drake. He's a sad, bitter man. Don't worry, you're more popular than ever. Narrator, voiceover. Drake was right. The girls had a national fan club, licensed merch, even their own cartoon. But Mojo wasn't their only enemy. They were about to face an evil far more formidable, a force that's defeated unrememberable gifted children. Puberty. I mean, from what I've read here, it's not that bad. It's not that bad from what I've read here. But like I said, people are condemning it. I would give a show a chance before we condemn it, because, you know, scripts could be deceiving, but I think I would like it, in my opinion, because I did watch Powerpuff Girls when I was younger, and was bummed when I couldn't watch a Powerpuff Girls movie in theaters back in the early 2000s because it was always sold out and I was broke. Well, I was a teenager. I was supposed to be broke, but my daddy wasn't going to take a big overgrown monster like myself to go see Powerpuff Girls. On the DC animation side of things, Injustice Gods Among Us will be getting an adaptation. It will probably be a loose adaptation, or probably be a literal adaptation in most cases. But those you don't know about Injustice, it is a video game for the PlayStation and Xbox. It's basically about a parallel universe to where Superman went bad because Lois Lane was killed by him, because he was manipulated by the Joker with some synthetic kryptonite. It goes way deeper than him killing Lois. Well, it set him off, but it goes way deeper than that. There's a whole bunch of comics before the video game, and then there's an Injustice 2 that furthers that story, and then there's more comics after that. I wouldn't be surprised if Injustice 3 gets announced this year or next year or whatever. But there's no word of when it will be released yet, but I guarantee you that it will be one of the best DC animated films ever. And we are now getting another Ninja Turtles reboot. Despite the last Ninja Turtles movie was a pretty decent movie, we are getting another reboot. So that universe with Megan Fox and Stephen Amell is dead. You will never see that again. You will never see that universe again, because it had left on a cliffhanger because Kang took Shredder and put him in his collection, and the Turtles sent Kang back to his dimension. So we will never know the end of that outcome. But it will be produced by Seth Rogen, and we now have a release date of 2023. And that's pretty much all for that. But I can't wait to see that movie. But it will be a CG movie instead of a live action. I think Turtles will do better if it's like animated or CG and whatnot. On the other side of things, with my channel, I've I know I've been hiatus for a while since my last video, and I've been trying to, put more videos out, but like I may love, like, be a nerd or whatnot, but I also have like other adult things to do, like raising children, being a loving husband, and all that good stuff. And that kind of tires you out, and then you be like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow, after all those tomorrows, it will turn into a whole 2-3 months before you even post another video. But I'm slowly trying to break out of that, and we'll have more impressive content for you guys, which is why I'm gonna tell you like some things worse to come. I know I said something about DC and Marvel event, and I'm also going to be doing comics, but I'm also adding on another series. It's going to be full retrospective reviews. I don't know if I mentioned in my last video or whatnot, but I would be doing full retrospective reviews of TV shows, certain more TV shows like Smallville, Arrow, Supergirl, what's another show? Black Lightning. All those shows that completed their run and ended. I will have another segment to where I will do shows that they were good, but they were canceled too soon. Like Birds of Prey. If you don't remember that, Birds of Prey did actually have a TV show back in 2003. Yeah, Birds of Prey and Krypton. Krypton left on a big ass cliffhanger. Like the Superman DC timeline is all screwed up, but Krypton is on the CW app for free if you don't want any spoils. If you don't want anybody spoiling for you. So it's on there for free. You can watch both seasons right now. And I'm going to be doing video game trilogies retrospectives also, like Mafia and Batman, the Arkham games. I don't know if there's any more trilogies games out there, but I'll search out there. But what I will want to know also, what would you want me to review, like fully retrospect, like a TV show that I've never seen before, like that you think that I would be interested in. Let me know in the comments. But as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and see you all next time.